All I ever knew was effort will get me seen on tape. Effort will get me noticed to get to the league. Effort would one day take care of my mom and my kids. Effort. Which is between you and you. Nobody else can give you effort. Nobody ain't got to convince me of what I do. I do what I do because I do what I do, because I'm built from something. And man didn't create it. Every one of you men in here have that opportunity, but ask yourself the question personally, how much time you really waste? How much of our brains are we really gonna use? I use mine to tell somebody today, there's no other man out there willing to give up what I'm willing to give up. I said that in 1993, when I said I wanted to be the greatest hurricane, and the only thing that I got in the middle of all of that distance is the only thing that follows work is results. There's no other blueprint. I ain't got no other secrets to tell y'all today. If you want to do something, work at it. The power of respect is never to disrespect. I said that I might be the greatest player to ever walk up out of University of Miami. I did not say that because I thought I was better than everybody else. I said that simply because I was willing to put in the work to now be back here 18 years later and tell you the only brotherhood I still have sits on my chest. And greatness is a lot of small things done well. Day after day, workout after workout, obedience after obedience, day after day. Forget that there was any sunlight left. What would you spend today thinking about? Yourself or the man that's beside you? Or the man that you know you'll give everything in your heart for? We get one opportunity in life, one chance in life to do whatever you're gonna do, to lay your foundation, to make whatever mark you're gonna make, whatever legacy you're gonna leave your legacy. And it's found through effort. Wins and losses come a dime a dozen. But effort, nobody can judge effort. Because effort is between you and you. Effort ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. So that team that think they're ready to see you, they think what they seen on film, they ain't saw what film shows. Because every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. So now you got to go out and show them that I'm a different creature now. Because I'm pissed off for greatness. Because if you ain't pissed off for greatness, that means you okay with being mediocre.
Nobody owes you anything. Are you listening to what I'm telling you? Like, it's your dream. And you got to invest in your dream more than anybody else invest in your dream. Nobody gave us money. Nobody said, look, we're going to invest in this thing, but we still did it. Nobody don't owe you nothing. I got to get that in your spirit. No, you know who owe you something? You owe you something. So if you don't have enough money, for real, if you don't have enough resources, like whatever you don't have, you got to go deep in and you got to dig it out. Enough may not be enough. Flat out. 50 cars might not be enough. 120 might not be enough. $5,000 might not be enough. I don't know. I'm just telling you that sometimes enough is not enough. And so what do you have to do? You got to go to that next, like you got to dig deep and find more. But let me tell you what it takes. You got to get this before you leave. This is what it takes. It takes energy and it takes effort. That's all you need to do to be successful. Hear what I'm telling you. You need to put more energy into what you're doing than anybody else. Are you hearing me? You need to put more energy into it. You gotta put forth energy. Ain't nobody gonna put as much energy, and nobody should put as much energy into your dreams and your goals than you're willing to put into them. And then let me tell you something, after you put that energy in, you gotta put in that effort, that passion you put in yours, that energy you put in yours, E.T. That energy made it 10 times more effective. Are you hearing me? You gotta put more energy, and you gotta put more effort in your stuff than anybody. So you getting up at 4 and it ain't working, get up at 3:30. Don't quit, don't give up, don't give in, write it again, revise, re-edit, and then turn it back in again. Don't nobody owe you nothing. But I am a living witness that if you and your squad, my squad, we believed in this when nobody else believed in it. We put forth energy when nobody else was putting it. We put in effort when nobody else was. And guess what? Now the world is responding in less than 24 hours. Less than 24 hours.
The thing is, every successful person you know has failed at what they love to do before. And any successful person you know, even though it seems like everything just happened for them, it usually was preceded by a bunch of failure, or at least a significant amount. But the great ones aren't the ones that don't fail. They're the ones that learn from their failure, and they keep going, and they're persistent, and they're tenacious. And for me, that means that even when you hear no, you have to keep going through all those no's until you get to yes. And with learning something new, I think it's the same principle. You can get better at things, you can grow, and even people that are innately talented still need to go beyond that basic talent that they have and cultivate it.
If you can't come in and put work in the building, go out to the practice field and work hard, do your lifts and do what you're supposed to do, you should not be here. There are a lot of people that watch us and invest their time, and they care about it. They care every single week, that put in time and energy and effort and care about this. So if you can't go out there and you can't work out, you can't show up on time, you can't practice, you can't want to go out there and win, you shouldn't be here. Because this is a privilege. It's the greatest job in the world. You get to go out and play a game. And if you can't care enough, even in week 17, even when you're trash, when you're 4-11, if you can't care enough to go out there and give everything you've got and try your hardest, that's bull. So that's how. I think there are people every week that still tweet you, that still come up to you and say, hey, we're still rooting for you, we're still behind you. They have no reason whatsoever to. We stink. But they care, and they still want to win, and they still want you to be great. That's why. Those people aren't getting paid. We're getting paid handsomely. That's who I feel the most bad for, is our fans. And the people who care so deeply in the city, and the people who love it, and who truly want it to be great, and it's not. And that sucks as a player, to know that we're not giving them what they deserve.